Friends, if you have been looking for a video that shows you step by step how to wash your miracle knots or boho braids, then this is the video for you. I know you have been longing and waiting for this one to drop, but here it is, friends. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. So we started out here. These are miracle knots. I've had these in for 8 weeks. I start by braiding them into 2 braids, and then I put on a wave cap. The wave cap is to keep your hair from creating more frizz while you're washing it. And the 2 braids are to keep your braids from unraveling once the water hits them. Because as you know, we're dealing with 100% human hair. So the miracle knots, they're not knotted at the bottom or have any glue to secure them. So you want to make sure that they don't start to unravel because of the thrush of the water. So I put mine into 2 braids, and then I put the cap on, and I apply the water and the shampoo over the cap. Now the shampoo, as you can see, I'm only applying it to the roots of my hair. I then allow it to rinse through the braids itself. Because with your miracle knots or your boho braids, you're not putting a lot of product on them. So you don't need to wash them like thoroughly, by scrubbing them or anything like that. All you need is a little wash through, a little rinse through of the shampoo. Once I do that, I take the cap off to apply the conditioner. So you want to apply the conditioner directly to your scalp. I also rub it down the braids just to get that conditioner throughout. And you just want to do that one time, allow it to sit just for a second, and then you can go ahead and rinse it out. And I just squeeze the braids to make sure that the excess water is off of them, and just make sure that all your conditioner is rinsed out as well. And once you get out of the shower and you rinse everything off, then you want to go ahead and apply your mousse. Now, the mousse, applying it here is important because what that does is it makes your um, frizz or your leave out hair to lay properly. And then you can apply a new dry wave cap to your hair to make it stay into place, right? So here you're just applying the mousse. Make sure you use a generous amount just to make sure that your hair lays properly. And then you put that dry cap on and you allow your hair to air dry. While it's air drying, I go ahead and do my makeup. And usually by the time my makeup's done, my hair is all dry and we're good to go. Once I take the cap off, then I apply some oil to my scalp with the dropper. I like to use the miel oil, but you can use whatever you prefer. And once you apply that oil, then you can go ahead and start taking your 2 braids down. I like to use like a cream or a curly gel to go ahead and just rub it through the hair. And I just finger comb mine. I don't typically like to use a brush unless it's really tangled. Then I might apply a brush to the very bottom just to get some of those knots out. But typically, I just use my fingers to pull the hair apart. I want to also examine it to make sure that none of my braids are unraveling or coming down. And I'm telling you, this 2 braid process is the win because literally none of the braids unraveled, none of the um, curls were stuck or anything. So no breakage, um, none of the hair was shedding or anything like that. So this process has worked for me when it comes to my crochets, when it comes to my miracle knots or my boho. And as you can see there, everything is clear, no tangles. All the pieces, they felt super soft. They were all good to go. And you want to apply a generous amount of curly cream or gel, whatever you're using. And that's just to make your curls pop and keep them in place. As you can see, my new growth doesn't have any frizz there, and that's from me using the mousse and allowing it to dry with the wave cap on. And then once I do that, then I can start to style it. I just decided to do a half up, half down and do a headband because, as you can tell, it's been 8 weeks. I'm still rocking my style. I don't have any buildup because I do this process to clean my braids, and I can still go another 2 weeks with my braids before I have to remove them and reinstall my miracle knots. I like to reuse my hair, so I will take this down and reinstall it. Once I put my headband on and get the half up, half down, then of course I'm just gonna slick down my edges a little bit. I like to use Instant Control. I have been using that product for over 10 years. It has never failed me. So that is my go-to. Another thing about refreshing your braids and cleaning your hair, it allows for your edges to really lay properly and not have buildup or the whiteness. Because the whiteness typically comes from oil, having oil on your hair or old product. So once you clean your edges and let it dry, then apply your edge control, then it will stick and stay. And usually I only do my edges maybe 3 to 4, every 3 to 4 days because they stay so well. Here's the final look, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and send to a friend that may need this. In a minute.